Zvi Yehezkeli, shalom.
Shalom.
I-24 News, author of two interesting books, basically saying also for grown-ups and also for kids, I told you so, that you and others warned that this is going to happen. October 7th. And what? The world didn't understand. Israel didn't understand. Who fell asleep?
Not yet, because we all fell to sleep now. Although the 7th of October, it's happened. It's awful. It's like one day in the Holocaust that happened to us in Simchat Torah. But to understand the Middle East and to understand what happened that led us to the 7th of October, I took all my 30 years that I'm in the coverage of this conflict, and before 8 years in the security services, and then I saw that it was spread all over this period, that it was like points that led to that day. This is my obligation to the audience to tell them it was written on the wall. You should read it again because it's going to happen again.
So first of all, why did it happen? Why did everyone shut their eyes? Because it was easier to think that everything's okay, that if they have salaries, if they have work, it's just easier to feel that we're going from day to day and it'll be okay?
Because we live in the West and we want solutions. Mm-hmm. And when there is a conflict with the Palestinians, we tried in Oslo and we tried afterwards. But like Arafat told me in 2002, it's not about numbers. Even if you will give me my 100%, it's not about numbers. It's about justice. They're not recognizing in our right to be here in Israel, and it doesn't matter if it's in the West Bank or in Gaza, because we are Western and we think that the conflict are we can solve it anyhow. It's not, because Arafat and Abu Mazen and Yehia Sinwar, they all the same. They want to fight Israel until the end of the day. So when the West is coming to live and to be in a peaceful society, he don't understand that at that time the East fight him in the democratic tools. That's the problem of democracies. They can't see on their screen that the East is fighting them.
One of the most complex challenges is, of course, the hostages. How do you see this challenge? I understand you were hoping to see it differently at the beginning of the war.
Yeah.
What should we do now?
I suggested at the beginning of the war not to fight Gaza. Not to fight Gaza in the first day, because I believe that, like Professor Bernard Lewis, the late Professor Bernard Lewis said to us, the students, see the Middle East at the way he see himself and not at the way you, the Western, see him. So think Sinwar, think Hamas, and see what you can do at the very first moments after the war. Don't go to an automatic war. Do the business before. Give them whatever they want. Yehia Sinwar, what you want? You want all the hostages? Give me all my hostages. Mm-hmm. Take all your prisoners.
Sounds dangerous.
Okay, it's dangerous. Take them to Gaza, and then I will begin the war against Gaza. And the first to be killed, it's those prisoners.
Thousands of prisoners.
6,000, that they killed thousands of Israelis. So it's a war. That's the difference. If you are in the war or if you are in some kind of military operation.
So what should be done now?
Now, when I was a small kid and I had difficulties in mathematics, the teacher told me, if you recognize the problem, it's a halfway to solve to the solution. If you will recognize the problem, then we can talk about solution. There is no solution, absolute solution, because it's a war, it's a jihad, and it's very complicated. But I do believe that if the Israeli government and even the army leadership will recognize exactly what's the problem, exactly like what happened now in West Bank, that there is a war, and you're in a situation of war, exactly like what's happened in the north border, then you will see such a wake-up to the new challenges after you recognize what exactly the problem.
Zvi Yehezkeli, you're going to be soon in the United States. You're speaking to global audiences.
Yeah, and our lectures are going to be in New York, Atlanta, Maryland, and our books, it's in Amazon, so everybody welcome.
Okay, Zvi Yehezkeli, thank you very much.
Toda.